hosts, guys. Welcome back to the Casa de la Renchi for another episode of attribute training.
At least here, Bob's not here to annoy any of us. We're going to be much more efficient.
We're going to keep it brief but brutal today with a little bit of an exercise challenge.
We're going to go over 13 ways to exercise using this our knee stick. Let's get warmed up and get started.
Okay, that was a little too far. I think we're warmed up.
Number 1, knuckle push-ups. Make sure your wrists are straight so your fists have direct contact with the ground so you don't injure yourself. Don't recommend doing this on concrete, but live and learn. Number 2, hopovers. Place the stick perpendicular to your chest. That's a $3 word.
That is a good word.
Put one hand on top, one hand on bottom. After each push-up, switch the locations with each other. If you want to get sassy, add a little hop. If you feel an expert level, make it a jump. Number 3, the punyo stand. Your goal is to try to hold balance on the edge of your stick without slamming your knuckles into the ground very brutally. If you're looking to take it up a notch, do a push-up, and then alternate the sides of the punyo you balance on. If you're looking to get wacky doodle bonkers, try to transition from punyo to punyo without setting your knuckles down in the middle.
Oh, yeah!
Number 4, we call the bends. Not like scuba diving. As I hold a horse stance for a specific amount of time, I'm going to try to bend the stick in half. Both forwards, backwards, upwards, and downwards. Try not to make a silly face when the effects of this exercise whip you in the face. Number 5 are step over squats. Keep your hands on the sticks at all times. Simply step 1 foot over at a time. Try to do a squat once the stick is behind you. Do the same step on the way back. Pass it back to being in front of you. Rinse, repeat, etc., etc. I have to sneeze. How gross. Six and 7 are pretty similar. My legs are going to do skyscraper motions, alternating, jumping, soft bow, mechanical thingy-majigs. Pass over, I pass the stick over my head. Pass under, I pass it between my legs. Try not to compromise your posture in this process, makes you look like a dummy. It's also better if we back that way. Eight, 9, 10, and 11 are all sit-up variations, each increasing in difficulty. 8 is called the pass under. Simply pass the stick underneath your legs when you're at the peak of your sit-up. 9 is called the lemon squeezer. Bring your knees to your chest as you come up to that upright position. As you do so, your stick goes over your toes, very similar to the step over squat you did earlier, but the sit-up version. X outs. Instead of doing the lemon squeezer, you're going to switch the feet and stagger the stick sideways so it fits your legs at an angle. And lastly, the toe touch. Try to keep your legs as straight as possible and curl the stick around your toes as they're in the air. Good luck.
Pretty dirty down here. Guess it's all of a sudden turned into laundry day.
Lastly, 12 and 13 are variations of a side plank. You're going to be on either your one elbow or one hand, depending on the difficulty you wish to express. You're simply going to straighten that stick out and wiggle it like we did for warm-up. For version 2, you're going to hold on to that stick as tight as you can and punch underneath your abdominals. Try not to make contact with yourself or your arm or any part of your body, because that would be kind of lame sauce that doesn't feel good.
Shazam! Like I said, brief but brutal today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Attribute Training. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.
You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. Victory headbutt.
Ow!
think I accidentally did something there. Oh really, I might have a lump.